Recently, Tulum is making some changes about the access to the beach. I think they're going to have access points, but that's going to be a mess.
The time when I most enjoy Tulum is in the low season. Don't come.
Yeah, don't come so that we can have it.
Yes, don't come so we can have it.
The travel demon is a special animal. They did not even look at their instructions. They don't know where they're going. Maybe they don't care. They've made a long journey to Tulum, and then they end up in the middle of the jungle and they show up and they're like, "We hate you."
It was something in the air. It was something in the air.
I'm Rachel with Jungle Lux, and this is episode 3 of Champagne in the Jungle. Today we have Natalia Duprat with us, 5-year concierge and manager of our guest services department. Welcome, Natalia. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
So tell us, how long have you lived in Tulum? Where are you from? Kind of give us your story, how you got here.
Okay, so I've been here in Tulum now for 9 years. I'm from Mexico City, but move around the Mexico country. Well, yeah, that's
Here
the
you
story.
are.
Here I am after 9 years.
And so what
Almost
is your
10.
favorite part about living in Tulum?
The beach, of course, and just living in nature and the chill life.
So besides being a concierge and head of our guest services department, what are the other things like your hobbies, your passions that you're interested in?
Right now, for the 5 past years, I've been like modeling, like part job.
Instagram?
Yeah, mostly like lifestyle thing. And then another thing I'm starting now, it's training at psychology. It's humanistic psychology. So yeah, that's...
Okay, well that's helpful for our guests. So do you guys know any other property management company that has hired a psychologist to handle their guests? I don't. No, really, all kidding aside, like it is complicated. Guests are complicated, traveling's complicated. I think, we want to talk a little bit about how we're different. So since Natalia's been here about 1.5 years, maybe let's talk about how you've seen our company evolve since you started.
Okay, well, it's been a journey, yes, of course, ups and downs. And the company right now, I would say it's more stable. And of course, what makes it stable, it's the people in it.
Yeah.
And right now, I would say like a lot of standards, procedures, and all that stuff, and also like solid people, like during all these
hours.
yeah.
I mean, one thing we do is we do have guest services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We even have favor in Nigeria that helps us out, which is like, people can't imagine, but the time difference, So relative to our people, I do think that we have a really great team and everybody is really like ready and all hands on deck to help. So over the past years, what do you think some of your most difficult or interesting situations have been with concierge?
Okay, wow. The difficult part was in past years is like hospitality, I would say, like in the whole world. It's like the difficult part is not taking the things personal.
Yeah.
And that is something that I've been learning through the years, and that is right now it's going better.
Yeah.
And well, that's the difficult part. And what was the other thing?
I don't know, like a weird request or a really complicated, maybe a complicated scenario where somebody had like a lot of vendors or...
The weirdest thing, I don't know. I think I came to this position where where nothing right now it's weirder anymore.
Right.
But it was at some point. So maybe the weirdest thing would be like just fulfilling tantrums
Right.
for guests.
Tantrums. We do handle those. We handle like, oh, are you having a water leak? Is your AC off? Are you having a tantrum? We can talk to you.
Yeah,
We can
that's
help.
the weirdest part. Also, some weird requests.
Just trying to keep them happy.
Yes, I would say that.
Right, right. So let's talk about some of the experience that we offer. I think that Tulum is really unique because other places, like for example, Scottsdale, private chefs and things like that, they're not really as common. Like here, you know, you can have so many different experiences, like from makeup or a tarot card reading or chef or yacht or balloons or I don't know, there's so many, a mariachi band. There's so many things that we can have, and I think the difference is that we have our own in-house concierge service. So let's talk about some of those experiences and how they are like for the guests, and what does that look like for them? Like when they come and book their reservation, how do they contact you? How do they plan everything? And maybe talk about some of the different things like yachts or...
Yeah, okay, so this part is, I really enjoy this part. It's like making their trip organized and recommending good things to do. I would say it's very curated because we work with vendors we already know, and we know they work like really good and they are on time, reliable, people we trust, and it's gonna be okay. So yes, it's nice for the guests to have like an itinerary and recommendations about good vendors. And also, normally they contact through the platform, and then what it's been useful for me is to use like an email. So I can follow up all the requests, like exactly.
Right,
yes.
send the menus, all those things.
All the information.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, one thing that's really been a topic in Tulum lately, I think, is fair pricing. And I do think that since we work with so many different vendors, you know, we've used them, we send them a good amount of business, like we are giving them good prices. Now, relative to the Airbnb coming in the market, I don't think they're doing it a lot here yet, but it is starting to happen. And they've decided they want to offer their own services, obviously, as another way to make money on the platform. I mean, how do you feel about that? Obviously, being a concierge, but I mean, aren't you concerned about like the guests? And
well, yes, because we don't really know which vendors Airbnb are offering, so we don't know which is the people coming into the houses, to the villas. Are they reliable? Do they have like fair prices, or is the service is going to be good or not?
Yeah.
Like this is something we've been working like through the last year, so it's something we really know right now.
Right, and then we feel like even though like we've provided the best service, that all of a sudden they get a chef that they found on Airbnb that who knows how they qualified him, they do a bad job or damage the house or damage the guest things, and now we're getting a bad review. So that's, you know, that's like a difficult thing for us. So we've really been trying to let our guests know, like, hey, we have, you know, all of these vendors and all of these things. Maybe give me an example of like a quick itinerary. Like if you think someone's coming for a week, what are the top like few things that you think that they should consider doing, like that we have in our concierge service?
Okay, here I see it like two options. There is people coming for party, and there is people coming for like a chill time.
Yeah.
For a party time, I would say yacht tours, going to restaurants, I don't know.
Dinner
party clubs and some other bars, which are really nice. And maybe I would say like a tour day, some horseback riding or some cenotes, or Vesica is a really nice cenote club. So that is for the party,
Party
experiences, yes. And then for the chill guests, I would say tours, some sound healing, or massage, or just like more retreat experience. So Holistica is a really nice place for this mood. I really like the artwork over there, so it's a great spot to visit, and some sound healing in this experience or mood is like an add-on.
Yeah. Okay. I would say my favorite couple experiences are, I love Neek Lagoon. It's on Nopalitos. So it looks like Fiji. It's a really cool place. And then, of course, I love always to order massage. That's one thing about living here, guys. I get a massage every week in my house. It's a fact. It's so luxury here. But besides the massage, I think obviously a beach club, Hotel Panamera, has been my favorite lately. Our guests also get the access to the beach. Let's talk about that. So recently, Tulum is making some changes about the access to the beach. I think they're going to have access points, but I think on our end, people are like, oh, great, it's going to be free. Perfect, we can get in. On our end, I think like the first thing we think is like, that's going to be a mess. Like that's going to be a mess. So let's talk a little bit about like how our beach access works, so that way people can understand, like if you make a reservation with us, etc.
Okay, so how I see it here is like beach access with the partnerships we have. The easiest thing is that we have a direct contact to the reservations department. So this is the easiest way to book, no? Through us. We have some partnerships, and depending on the season, well, we have some agreements with them. We can do some discounts. We can, I don't know.
We have some low and we have some low and zero minimums.
Exactly.
I think that a lot of the tourists coming in this season are going to be like, oh, well, I'll just go to the free access point, and in their mind, like, they're going to see a walk up. And the thing is like, our beach is small and the hotels are small. And like, when you are crazy busy in December and January, like, I think there's not going to be a seat at 2 p.m., you know? So, so I think, you know, for now, it's definitely going to be a good option for us to.
Yeah, and also for high season, the recommendation is always to book the earliest possible. And well, it's
2 to 4 weeks ahead for sure for January. Like Heartwood is one of my favorite restaurants. I love that place. Like you need to book 2 months or a month ahead or something, or you're not getting into January.
A month ahead, I would say.
I mean, just like me, don't you love living here in low season though? Like, even though everybody complains about low season, I think we get to enjoy the best.
Yeah, well, this is a part I don't always say, because yes, the time when I most enjoy Tulum is in the low season. It's like saying my secret to people, like, don't come.
Yeah, don't come so that we can have it.
Yeah, don't come so we can have it. And actually, for me, it's the best time when, for the ocean, for the beach as well. It's really nice weather. So yeah, I really like and love living here, and I really enjoy low season here. So
yeah,
it's my little secret.
Yeah. So let's talk about a guest that's booked kind of a multifaceted experience with us, like a day in the life, but from your perspective, but also from theirs.
Okay, so yeah, I would say I will describe one day in a vacation. First, they have breakfast, so everything starts prior their arrival to coordinate with the chefs, the menu, the time of arrival, and everything. And then, well, the good thing for the guests about booking through us, the services, is because we are in direct communication with the vendors. So it's
Like beforehand,
Before,
like talking to them,
and-
getting them in the gates or
Exactly.
giving them directions.
directions, the codes to access, any instructions about the house.
Or if the guest finds like, oh, something's wrong, the breaker popped and the stove isn't working, then that way we have to do that. I mean, in the environment that we're in, things happen all the time. Like we're in a
Yes.
Caribbean climate with a fragile power grid. So even though the hot water or the stove works at 12, it might not work at 3. So we do have that
this
happen.
is something that people should know that they
Yeah.
are coming to Mexico.
Right. Meet us in
So
Tulum.
this is life in Mexico, especially in Tulum, and yeah, this is something that makes everything easier, no? To be
Just having us like manage that whole
exactly,
thing.
yeah, because we know the houses, we know what could happen with the lights, with I don't know, whatever
Anything,
you
right.
can imagine. Yes, anything can happen. So
So after breakfast, what's next for them?
after breakfast, they can go to a beach club, or maybe more like an experience, fun experience for a party, bachelorette, or something. Can be going to a yacht tour,
Okay.
and then coordinating
The
the transportation with our drivers. We have some drivers. They work really nice. They have fair prices.
They're on time.
On time, and they are very trustable people. You
Yeah.
know, sometimes in Tulum there's this concern about taxis,
It's
transportation.
true. I think it's important to tell people the difference between transportations here. So you have a taxi, which is like the red and white taxi, but then you also have a private driver, which is like a federal driver. These drivers pass different background checks. They have more unmarked cars, and they actually don't pick people up on the street. So that's kind of a different thing. Like when taxi drivers pick anybody up on the street, it's just a little bit different. I think there's a little bit different of exposure. But then we have these drivers where they're all being scheduled by, companies like us. So,
Yes. So yeah, it's actually when I need this kind of transportation, I actually use them.
Yeah.
It's I feel very safe with them. So well, yeah. Then coordinating transportation, then coordinating all for their tour, like the yacht tour, their food. If they
allergies, if they need drinks.
yeah, anything. If they want like something, they have some special requests, like I don't know, a cake or
Flowers, balloons, whatever.
flowers, balloons. Also, there
Even a DJ on the yacht, so we can do
ah
that.
yeah,
which
we
is
can
kinda
do
cool.
all that. We have the people.
We have our in-house DJ, Fernando. That's true.
Yes. So after the tour, which normally it lasts 4 hours, the ones closest to Tulum, then they can come back and they have sometimes another dinner at the house. Coordinated with our chefs, or they may go to any restaurant,
Rosa Negra or
Rosa
Taboo
Negra
or-
for more party or whatever. So
Or
yeah,
Heartwood for something really chill.
yeah,
and
more
special.
for the food. Yeah, we have options like I say, it's more for like the whole package. You have music, good people, good food. Yes, but there's also just the food experience,
Right.
which I
Yeah,
say.
I mean, we have multiple Michelin star restaurants here, which is, it's so like, I think people think about coming to Mexico sometimes and they're like, I'm getting taquitos and fries from the buffet, and it's
Yeah.
like not what this is, I do think like you can have 20 different trips to Tulum and do something different. Like that was one thing when I was building my house and I was coming down here and I was staying in all these different Airbnbs before it, like the light bulb went off and I was like, okay, I need to try to like start a company because this is just, I don't know why the service is so missing here. I was just like, wow, there's so many things to do. Like even in low season, if there's a little seaweed, you can go to a cenote. If there's, you can do a tour. There's Koki, which is a really cool place, which is in Koba.
Yeah, well, actually, now that you say that, yes, there's a lot of things. One important thing is you need to be open-minded to
Yeah.
have an experience here in Tulum. It's not always like,
It's not always going to be your way.
no, definitely
Tulum
not.
does not let like everyone just have their
No.
way. It's like part of the magic of Tulum.
Yeah,
like
I had
learn
this-
to live.
This old friend that when Tulum started, he always said like, let's go to the little heaven. Little heaven, no, sorry, little hell.
Ah,
Little hell, because yeah, this is something important to know as well. Well, Tulum is pretty small. It's still a town, and right now we have more services. But at the beginning, it was just you needed to bring everything from Cancun or
I mean, you didn't even
Merida.
have cell service. Like really, back in 2020, the cell phone service really wasn't good
Oh
here
yeah,
at
that
all.
was
I
the
mean,
thing.
we have come a long way. I like to say like our different zones have different like I feel like strengths of the electric grid, and I always say like, oh, you live in La Valletta. Well, when your power goes out, you get like a full psychological reset. I live in Uptown and I get like 10 minutes. It's like it's a pause. Like maybe you're a little bit stressed. Stop answering those emails because you won't anymore. Yeah, no, I don't live in full psychological reset zone. I live in just take a break. But yeah, I mean, people do really need to like come here and experience like the beauty of it and the magic. Like this is one of the only places in the world with all the underground river and the cenotes. I mean,
Yes, that's a really nice part of the area to visit as well, to be willing to visit
yeah.
these hems of the area, not just like the typical things. But yeah, definitely you need to be open to it and
Right.
to experience all the jungle.
You will see insects
Word.
one time here that you will never see again.
Oh yeah.
Like you're like, wow, that thing looks really weird. Like, and you'll never see it again. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's undiscovered species here.
For sure. For sure.
But yes, and I know sometimes we get calls like, oh, there's ants in here. It's like, well, I mean, like everyone's coming in here. Like the ants were here first.
Yeah.
And the jungle ants, they're mighty. I'll say they can. They say an ant can carry 100 times its body weight. It's true. I've seen it. But I mean, like I think we try to like obviously assist the guests with insect spray and help them.
Oh yes. Yeah, we had this guest. Now that I remember, like a weird request from a guest. Just saying like she saw 2 cockroaches and she didn't know what to do, so she closed the bathroom doors. So we say, okay, we can we can send you someone to catch the cockroaches. But yes, insects is something you need to be open to see.
Right. I mean, in a
here.
rainy season, we do see like spiders. I mean, we do, and tarantulas. I feel like tarantulas are scary. They're really cute. They're fuzzy.
They're
I mean, I
cute.
like them outside, just not inside. But they actually have a season where like you'll see them crossing the road and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think they're more scared of you than
For sure, and important thing to know about tarantulas is they don't bite. They don't do anything, and they are not poison or something. The only thing you don't need to touch is their little hair up.
Yeah, don't pet them. Don't pet
Exactly, don't
I
pet
said
them.
they're cute, but don't pet them.
But yeah, they are actually don't bite. So
Yeah, so they're pretty.
they are
pretty
impressive though.
chill. Yeah, they are. I mean, and some are
Yeah,
quite large.
super big. Yes.
Yeah, and we have a lot of geckos. We've definitely gotten calls like, there's a gecko in my bed. We send somebody. The great thing too is I feel like we're offering such a high level of service. Like for this area, I mean, do you
Yes.
think there's anyone else that's like 24/7, a guy in 30 minutes? Let's talk about our maintenance guys.
Oh
They're like,
wow. Yeah. He's amazing. He's
They
like
just love moving around. Like I don't know anyone that wants to just zip around Tulum on a scooter like that.
yes,
but he
he's
does.
like Superman or
We call him that all
yeah.
the time. He's like, "Oh, I'm arriving in 10 minutes." I'm like, "How? How?" But yeah, so normally within I'd say 30 minutes, right? They're there.
yeah, like
On Sunday, on Saturday, on Tuesday at 9
night.
a.m. or 9 p.m. Yeah, so
exactly. So
we
yeah,
really-
we really do have like a really good guest service, and the fast as we can, we send someone to check anything, anything
Yeah.
that can be avoiding, sorry, not avoiding, but bothering the guest or
Yeah.
disturbing the guest. So yeah, we tried always to help and
Right.
to make the stay the best as possible.
Yeah, I mean, and I think sometimes, I don't know, I think sometimes like we definitely have guests that no matter what we do, like it's just, we can't make them happy.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing
You
to
know?
remark, because yeah, I always say hospitality is the area like where you feed the neurosis of people.
Yeah, I think we've been doing a really large psychological study with only 100 units.
Yeah, and yeah, sometimes it's just we cannot help with that kind
Yeah.
of issues. We always try to help, but there are some
Like we
cases
can't
that we
diffuse
cannot
them.
cross and do anything about the mindset.
I
of-
feel like sometimes though, like when it's like just getting out of control, like we get a person that's just, I don't know, they just like, we can't,
Yeah, we
sometimes
cannot-
like I have to come in there and like, hey, listen, option one, I have my, it's like, have you ever seen like the mom with the kids and they're out and the kids like misbehaving, the mom's like 1, 2, and by 2 the kid's like, oh, okay.
Okay.
No, I've come into conversations and said, okay, look, this is getting out of control. We're going way off track. Here's what the options are. Option 1, option 2, option 3. Usually it's 2 because I try to not go over 3. But yeah, I mean, I think sometimes we've seen that like they'll pull back and kind of turn around.
Yeah, sometimes you need to, like, we are very friendly, like we try to solve everything, every issue. But when these points arrive, like this mindset arrives, we need to make we need to set a boundary.
And then what about the travel demon? The travel demon is a special animal. The travel demon has traveled all day. They did not even look at their instructions. They don't know where they're going. Maybe they don't care. I don't know how they got a passport or even like got out of the airport, but they've made a long journey to Tulum. They never ate all day. They're starving. And then they end up in the middle of the jungle and they show up and they're like, we hate you. Sometimes I feel like we are like in communication and we're like, what do you think? Like, should we just like let them check out? Like,
Oh yes, for sure. Yeah, but because one thing important is we are hosts, and this is something I always think. I think you too. Like we are hosts, but we are not nannies or mommy.
no.
So when some situation crosses to this point, it's like, okay, better if you go and.
Well, in
Yeah.
January, honestly, in January, it's like, well, could you go quick because I'll get somebody else in an hour like that. I feel like January is hard because it's so busy, but as a host, I feel like in January, sometimes it's the only time I have any control. I'm like, okay, get out, like, let's go. But yeah, I mean, I think, we want people to be happy, but then there's also a balance because like if you get a 1-star review because now you kept the travel demon in, you didn't let him leave, you told him, well, this is the policy, and
Yes.
you got to you went on Chat GPT and sent him something translated, and it was, now he's just going to leave a bad review.
Yeah.
And sometimes after he extorts you for 50% of the money back, he still will give you a bad review. And then now we're on the side of the owners,
Yeah, we need to think like as a business. We need to think for like in a panoramic situation. No, we just cannot think for
Of
the
this moment. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, it's we need to take to think about the owner, the house, we as a company, we as the guest service team, we
Our own
as a
sanity.
person. Yes. Yeah, because it's important to set boundaries and to say, okay, we can get to this. These are the options we are able to do,
Yeah.
and if nothing suits the guest, okay, so it's time to set the
Move
boundary
on.
and to move on, to say sorry, but
We've actually
cannot.
had people call us back though, right? Like I've had a couple travel demons too. They're in my mind at the moment because I'm never going to forget them because there is like a few that we will never forget.
Yes.
That came in like a whirlwind, like a wrecking ball. Think about the Miley Cyrus song. It's in my head. They came in like a whirlwind and they're like, I hate you. And we're like, okay, all right, bye-bye, see you. You're going 2 hours later. Oh, well, I mean, like, could we come back? And I'm, oh, no
way you're coming
It's
back.
a one-way street once we are like out because I think people, they weren't ready to meet Tulum. That is really the reason why this happens. And then they go to somebody else's villa where they thought, this was dusty or that was dusty. Well, then they went to like a really dusty one, especially in January. If you're able to go out and be a travel demon and rebook in 2 hours, you should rethink because if it's available,
it's gonna book.
it's only available for 2 reasons. Because a travel demon left or it's really bad. So I think those are definitely some things to consider.
Yes, for sure. And yeah, I mean, as I said before, you need to be open-minded and be conscious, aware you're coming to Mexico. Mexico has a different way of living.
That's why you're
especially
coming, actually.
Yeah, especially Tulum. And yeah, it's something you need to be aware and conscious about all these developed
Developing
countries.
country.
Yes,
Yeah,
developing
like one of the
countries.
facts is actually that a country does not reach first world status until their electric grid can be up 9999, like 99.759
Yes.
at a time. And we're definitely not there. I feel like
No.
we're so much closer than we were a few years ago. I mean, things have changed here. The roads, I mean, imagine 9 years. Imagine 9 years
yes.
ago. I'm only talking about 2020, but 9 years ago, you know what? There was recently a report or something in the news that came out and it said Tulum has had the worst low season in 10 years. I was like, who was coming here 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Like, you can't, it's so sensational.
It's the same, actually. It's
Isn't every September empty?
September
With seaweed.
and October at some point. Yeah. This is true. This is something true. And also, well, we didn't have any traffic lights.
Yeah, that was
yes.
rough.
And
I actually drive a car by myself once in a while now, with the new traffic lights. Not often, but sometimes.
yeah, but we only back in 10 years ago, like we only had the main avenue, Tulum Avenue,
Superaki.
and Superaki wasn't the name actually; it was another name.
Right.
So yes, yeah, it's getting better right now, but this
Now you can buy an American bag of shredded cheese at Chedraui for $10 if you want to buy it. Like it's there.
yes,
I feel like in some ways, like Tulum it definitely has adapted. Like, I mean, when I first came to Tulum in 2020, so my favorite cocktail is vodka soda splash of cran. One of my first first Spanish words was arandano because, well, I mean, I have to learn how to order and I would come here and my brother and my boyfriend would be like, would you stop trying to get that drink? I'm like, no, they're gonna come, they're gonna get it. Oh, lo and behold, by 2021, 2022, the end caps at Chedraui were like full of ocean spray cranberry juice. Like they were there, like, we're like, we got
Finally,
it. The gringos,
yes.
they want their cranberry juice.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
true.
so, yeah. Actually, some another important thing, no, like when guests order
Oh
groceries.
yeah, let's talk about this. Let's unpack that. First of all, we had to limit it to like 25 items because it was
yes.
getting like,
Yeah.
remember we had like some $600 grocery order? I was like, are you, whoa.
Yeah,
This guy's on translator, he's at the grocery store.
Yeah, exactly. Now, better for the guests to go like for bigger groceries
Yeah,
shops.
themselves. We can get them transportation.
Exactly.
They can,
Yes.
yeah.
No, but yeah. Also, another important thing is like, well, right now we have more supermarkets, big supermarkets, but. First of all, we are in Mexico. We don't have the same
Every brand.
or the
Yeah.
same items as is other countries. And second, we are in Tulum, and we just have.
Sometimes you don't like have it. Like one thing is different. Like in the US, I live around the corner from a grocery store. So every day I just like, oh, what do you want
Walk.
for dinner? And I just go and I'm like, oh, I want asparagus, I want broccolini, I want this, I want that. And you know what? Tom goes to the store, he comes back, he's got everything. Once in a while he's like, oh, well, you know, they're out of asparagus. Now, like here it's like asparagus, you may not this week, maybe next week. So I think like that comes back though to the control freak thing. Like if you are a control freak and you cannot like let go of anything, this like really might not be your vacation.
Yeah, for sure it's not.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us today. We hope you got some more valuable information about Tulum, and we are curating packages that are all inclusive. So there's two different ones. There's one that is for a condo, so it's couples travel, and then we have a villa for up to 6 people. So we will definitely hope to see you here in Tulum. We hope to see you soon here in Tulum.
Yeah, and thank you for having me and to share my experience on the guest service team.
Watch out,
It's
she
been-
has psychological skills.
Yeah, it's been a journey for personal and to know the people. Like, yeah, it's
Definitely.
been really a nice training.
Something new. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks.
It was something in the air. It was something